Welcome back to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm Michael Manny, and I'm here with the head coach of the Coconino Panthers, Gary Cook. And Coach, heading down the hill to face Sunrise Mountain this week. But first, take me through your thoughts on last week's game at Mojave.
Well, we had a good game against those guys. They came in ranked number 7. They were undefeated, highly regarded going into the year, and I think we played a good game. We were sloppy at times. I think the final score doesn't really reflect. We were ahead 35-14 with a minute to go, so the score made it sound like it was closer, but it was a good night for us. So a really important victory too.
Well, when we talked last week, you said that Joe Yoni, Mojave's quarterback, would be the best you'd faced at this point in the year. How did the defense do containing him?
Well, I think they did great. He had a couple of sensational plays, but for the most part, he was contained. And we were in the fourth quarter. They'd only had 2 touchdowns, and so yeah. I mean, you're not going to shut down a guy like that the entire game. It's just not going to happen. And so I think that's mission accomplished there with that.
So Jake saw his first extended action at quarterback last week too. What did you think of his performance?
Well, he ran well. He didn't really get an opportunity to throw. I think we threw one pass with him. I've been saying for weeks that the margin between those two guys is, like nothing. There's 2 good quarterbacks here. I've said publicly, hey, expect to see both of them play. That's what's going to happen from this week. They're both going to play. So I thought he did a nice job. He ran. I thought Hendricks ran really well. Hendricks made some good throws. He had a couple that were intercepted that really experience and learning about things that certain defenses do. So again, we're in good shape. We got 2 good guys who can play.
Well, you mentioned a little sloppy last week. What's been the focus so far this week, and what you're trying to clean up?
Well, we just little things like ball security, exchanges, communications at time were sloppy. We won the football game. We won it, fairly comfortably. But for us to reach our goals, we have to eliminate those things. We can't. We had some of that against Washington too. We've got too much loose ends right now that we need to snub up, so to speak. So.
Sunrise Mountain's 1-3. They've had a tough schedule to start off. How do you make of how your team matches
first of all, they're
up?
a 5A school. They have over 2,000 kids in the school. They're a much bigger school than we are, which it doesn't mean they got better athletes, but theoretically they have more. Okay, so it's a step up to another level. And the fact that they have a 1-3 record, to me, what we've been saying to our guys is forget about the record. The important thing is they're 5A, and that's who they've been playing against. And so it's an opportunity to step up. It's going to be, a challenging game, but it's also a great opportunity. You're going to get more points with a victory there because you're playing a level up. And so that's really been our focus. The 5A thing, you're playing a school that's bigger, and forget about the record. It's irrelevant, really. So.
Well, Coach, best of luck this week. Thanks for your time as always.
Yeah, thank you, man.